the Peach Bowl. It's the Miami Hurricanes against the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. Guys, you know the narrative here with the first round bye. Coach said he has addressed that with his team. Should come in slow or a little sluggish after a long layoff. Coach said we've worked all week to get out to a quick start. I believe in our opening script, and our guys want to set the tone early. We'll see if they're able to do that here on the first series. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. He'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Alabama offense for the first time in this playoff game. A lot of eyes on this Crimson Tide program. Of course, in the Nick Saban era, the standard was a championship almost every year. And, Joel, they have disappointed in that department the last couple seasons.
To be fair, I don't know if you can reach that standard, as that was possibly the greatest era of any program that we've seen in college football history. This team, though, I will tell you, I think that they have got the pieces to make a deep run in this playoff.
They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Open field ahead. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Using his legs, it's Hill. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. For all the intrigue and all the challenge of a conference battle in the playoff bracket, these two teams came through the SEC, got into the bracket, and now stand in each other's way for a chance to win a national title.
And Chris, as you know, just such a proud conference, and there's no doubt that
he breaks into the clear.
Come on,
can't
man.
stop him.
What they mean I ain't Heisman. That's how he feel right
as
now.
they claim the lead in this playoff game. What a tremendous opening statement for this offense to get the first points on the board, to execute like that, a long drive in this pressurized playoff game.
That's exactly right, Chris, and I've already talked about establishing early momentum and how critical it is in these big games, in these huge environments, and they were able to do that right off the rip. What a great drive and a great series for them. Terrific play calling. I thought the rhythm was solid. Line of scrimmage played well, and here they are with an early score.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Miami offense takes the field for the first time as the Hurricanes begin their quest to get back to that championship game. They came so close on their home field last season against Indiana. A lot of new faces on this Hurricane team, of course, Joel.
Of course, but the philosophy remains the trenches and be an offensive line-dominated team. They did it so well last year in that run to the national championship game. We'll see if they can continue to do that and own that line of scrimmage.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Tide will now spend their first time out here. Now left with 2 of them during the first half. A positive lean on this elite quarterback, and Joe showing why he's built such trust with his new team this season.
Chris, that's exactly what his teammates talked about, was that trust that he established. He came in and just worked hard, was one of the guys, and that's what allowed him to become one of the leaders of this group. And now, as an experienced player, that's who they're leaning on.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a receiver wide open here. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Canes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. A short completion of the tight end. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick throw over the middle. What a catch! Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense facing second and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Looking to the end zone. Oh,
man.
He dropped it.
That's elite defense, man.
For a touchdown.
Championship sheet, man.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's fourth down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, fourth down.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Holding the glue.
Is good.
And finna go score.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here's a throw underneath to the back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Dropping back. It's Russell. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Goes out of bounds, but a nice gain. They'll spot him short of the 35. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. The first down and more. Goes out of bounds, but a nice chunk of yardage there. He's across the 45. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Oh, look at the quick cut. That's the tremendous toughness here. Here he goes. Touchdown. Bama. A tough one all the way to the end zone. What determination. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the third quarter. Joel, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the second quarter and then get the ball in the third quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good, cohesive plan for this second half. Because here we go. We got one half of football left to move on in this playoff.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough Physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense is off schedule here after that first down loss. Here comes second down. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. The pressure's on. He's got it with room to run. Look out, he's got space ahead. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Why would my nigga
come to the line?
why would he have 1,000 feet in the wrong direction?
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. The Canes are on the move here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On first and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place, and again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
Here comes the pressure. Hit just as he throws the ball.
That man's a holding, cuz.
Preach to us, Chris, every week that they want their defense to play fast, and they want their defense to play physical. And here, this is a great example of that. There's contact on the quarterback when he's making the throw, making life difficult on him in the pocket. He makes a good throw, but guess what? Wide receiver contacted right at the catch point. This type of physical play is exactly what they've been talking about. This is the benefit of playing zone defense on third down, Chris. Look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a first down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball loose, fourth down. That can be frustrating as an offense. Feel like you've got points, put yourself in field goal range, and go out there and miss it. He was money in warm-ups. I did not see him miss a kick when I was down on the field pre-game. And here we go in the live situation, and he misses it.
Looking right, this one caught. So now Miami will use their first timeout. So they finally feed the elite wide receiver. He hasn't played a huge part in building this lead, Joel, but let's see if they look to him as they try to close it out.
And, Chris, not all contributions show up on the stat sheet. This defense has certainly been aware of this wide receiver and committed resources to try to slowing him down, which they've done, but that's allowed other areas of this offense to have success. Now as the defense shifts back, I think he's going to have more of an opportunity in the next couple of series to create some of those catches.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. He's got some space. Look, breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. It's a foot race. They won't catch it. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Pedal down, get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. They've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. It's a fumble.
Oh my fucking goodness, boy. It is so lucky, man.
Got lucky that time.
I think that was great.
Will take the lead into the quarter break here. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Short pass finds the tight end. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Canes. This quarterback on fire today. See if they can convert the point after. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they were clearly prepared for what's going on here on the onside kick. And this is a great job covering this one up, getting the ball, and now setting up their offense with good field position.
Grinding away on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Hurricanes will call their third and final timeout. A decision to make. And what are they going to do on this second down? Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. To the air. It's Russell. Snags the quick throw. Oh, he's got open space. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And there it is, the first down to essentially ice this playoff game, and they'll move on to the semifinals. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. QB keeper all the way. And there it is, the first down to essentially ice this playoff game, and they'll move on to the semifinals. The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. No shot to bring him down. Touchdown, tied. This offense cannot be stopped. Another score as this offense continues to execute at a really high level. Look, they were expected to win this game, but coming off the layoff, Joel, we wonder, were they capable of this kind of execution? They've answered that question.
They've answered it emphatically. And, Chris, this is always the talking point. It's about the rust of the layoff. This is the conversation now surrounding this new playoff format, the expanded playoff format. How well will the higher seeds handle the break? This group has handled it incredibly well. The execution has been off the charts, and here a nice, comfortable lead after that touchdown. This group has handled it so well.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. The Hurricanes come to the line to run the hurry out. No press here, the defense backing away. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a late deep shot. Last gasp, ball's incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Very satisfying victory as this team handled their business, expected to win, and manage that layoff honesty, look ready for the moment, and they move on.
Chris, I couldn't agree more, and that was what I was most impressed with. We've seen in the history of this playoff, these teams with the long break, they will come out, and they will show some rust, and they won't execute their game plan. But this group did it beautifully here today, and it's certainly a group that is focused on the objective, which is going on to win a national championship. I certainly would not want to play this group in the semifinal.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser begins a long offseason, and the winner stays alive for the national championship. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Miami was for sure better than Georgia. I'll say that.
This is a college football playoff semifinal at the Sugar Bowl. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So Ohio State's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. In these postseason games on the big stage, obviously turnover is a huge key. How does this offense operate, Joel? How aggressive can they be knowing they're facing a defense that takes the ball away so well?
Chris, it comes down to timing and spacing. As a quarterback, you've got to understand that the ball needs to leave your hand on time, and as a wide receiver, you've got to create the correct picture. Because you have to understand, anytime that ball is tipped or if you overthrow it, as a quarterback, it's going the other direction.
Tackle is made. That's good for a first down at the 47. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love Joe because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw. Because remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Now, the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. So early contact for the defense. That'll push the ball up 5 yards. Penalty on the defense now sets up 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Sayin. Caught quickly. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain on that short throw. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. So Alabama's offense gets their first crack now. Right away, the focus on this offensive line. Well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing opposing defensive front, Joel, that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on first down. Get into those third and shorts, because if you're in third and long, there's no chance.
Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. You can just feel it. There's always extra juice in the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade. But the Big Ten flexing now, Joe, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the title is going to go through one of these two conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC. And now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title. The SEC wants it, and they want it back. That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. As a design quarterback keeper. He shreds the tackle. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly.
I mean, he put this shit all online for the chip.
On third and short. That's an easy conversion because of what happened on first and second down. Staying on schedule is paramount for this offense. It's something that the defense is going to have to combat. Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Russell. He finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Design quarterback run. Powering through the defender. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. This quarterback told us whatever it takes today. This season on the line, Joel. And it seems like the bigger the game, the more they feature the QB run.
And, Chris, it's such a great strategy because obviously you don't want to expose your quarterback to too many hits during the course of the year. But when the stage and the moment is this large, this is when it's all hands on deck, and you know you're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback run, which they're featuring right here.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. The offense behind the 6, off schedule there after the first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Ohio State will call their second timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket the rest of the half. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
Alabama will spend its second timeout here. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
It's a quick grab. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throw to the running back in the flat. Breaks free, and he might be gone. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Bama.
You know, Chris, I love it when the quarterback is rewarded for doing the right thing. And here he goes through his read, and there's nothing there. So he's taking what the defense gives, and he checks the football down. He's got his running back open on the outside, just checks it down, and he takes it the distance. That is a beautiful job, good timing, and a touchdown for this offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Trying to find room. It's Jackson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They lose 3 in that play. So now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.